So I actually often talk about my relocation to Providence when I talk to incoming fellows because I'm a New Yorker by birth, and in fact, I lived there a lot of my adult life. So it was a bit of a culture shock going to a much smaller city, but I will say that the trade-off was that you can enjoy the city a little more easily than you might a place like New York or Boston, both economically and ease of movement and ease of avenues for entertainment are really there. It's a wonderfully rich city in terms of the colleges that we have, the arts that we have, and the food that we have. So I have been very happy here. I think it's good for recreational endeavors. It's good for intellectual endeavors. It's a very rich, small city.
I'm a New Yorker, and being in Providence, and I've been here 20 years, I've really enjoyed raising my kids here in Providence. The restaurants here are wonderful. In fact, the saying goes that the best Italian restaurants in Boston are in Providence. It's a very livable city, ready access to Boston, ready access to New York. And so it's really in many ways a great environment to live and work.
I've been fortunate to live in several different areas, mostly throughout the Northeast, but Providence has been fantastic. We live just outside of the city and have an easy commute to work. Some great communities right around the Providence area. Great places to raise a family. I have two small boys, so that's been it's been a really nice part of moving here. And Providence itself has a lot to offer. There's a lot of arts. There's great restaurants. For someone like me who's married with a couple of kids, that's pretty much what you want out of a city. Some restaurants and some nice things to do. So, it's a great place to live and a great place to be in the summer in particular.
Providence is a great place to live in. I raised my children here. They went to public schools. We've enjoyed the cultural ambiance of the city. There's so many things to do, and in the summertime, it's a quick drive to the beach on a hot day. I'm originally from Maine, and I've lived in New England most of my life. I have to say that I think Providence and Rhode Island in general is a unsung gem and well worth being among the top 52 places to visit in the United States, according to the New York Times about a month ago.
Life in Providence is good. Being a lifelong Rhode Islander, if you had told me I would settle here, I would say, no way. But I've really enjoyed being back here. And I would say as a city in Providence, as a larger state, you can find great restaurants, great art, and the great sort of seasonality of New England with lots of outdoor activities to do as well.
It's especially nice because it has a wide array of outdoor activities. I'm someone who likes water sports a lot. I like to sail, I like to surf, and I like to fish. And all of those are served up in ample supply here in Rhode Island. And I think a lot of people don't realize that, just what a wonderful coastline it has and what a wonderful bay. It also has miles and miles of bike paths. There's a lot of people who actually bike commute to work around here. And then the city of Providence is a really wonderful place. I've lived in New York City for a long time, and I like New York City a lot, but it's a very difficult city to live in. It's hard to get around. It's hard to do most anything. And it's also quite expensive. And Providence has a lot of the things that a city like New York or Boston have, but a little more toned down. It's easier to go to a restaurant. It's easier to get into a museum. It's really a wonderful place. It's a bit undiscovered. And so I think if anyone takes the time to really learn about Rhode Island, they would discover that it's a pretty wonderful place.